Hey everyone, it's great to be with you on Read Through the Word. I hope that you all are having a wonderful day, or maybe you're settling into your day and you're taking a break and spending it with us on Word Up and Read Through the Word, or maybe your day is coming to an end and you're settling down and snuggling in for the evening. Whenever have the opportunity to be with you, I am very grateful. So have you ever been in a conversation with someone where you're on information overload? It's like, okay, you do this because you just cannot consume any more information. I can only imagine that is what Moses must have been experiencing at this time. I mean, he's up there getting the commandments. He's up there getting the law. Now he's getting all of these dimensions and measurements for the tabernacle. And oh my goodness, all these instructions, information overload. And you notice here, let's see, maybe it's in today's or tomorrow's reading. Anyways, he's chosen the exact people to do the job. So the flesh me, the modern me would be, I just would want to go, well, go tell them. Tell the people responsible. Because I would just be on such overload. I'm on overload reading it. Are you? I mean, are you? I know you are. You're shaking your head in agreement with me. But what I love about this section, and my biggest takeaway about this section and in our reading, is that God is a God of precision and planning. And He expects us to follow His instructions down to the letter. Regardless of whether they make sense to us, regardless of whether Moses was going to be the one building all of these things, which he was not. He was basically the overseer. He was the superintendent, the GC, the general contractor of the project. But he was to oversee those. And he, as the overseer, the general contractor, he needed to know all the specifics of what needed to be done so he could assure that it was being done the way that God wanted the tabernacle to be built. And I think it's really important. And I may have shared this last year, or maybe Lisa taught this lesson last year, on the importance of that word dwelling. Dwell from 25:9. This was going to be God's house. He had a specific plan for it. And He had a specific design for it because He was going to be living there. So if someone were building me a house, I would definitely want it built to my specs. So I can certainly understand that just from that human perspective. But this was the place where, no, verse 9 is about pattern. Dwelling is in here somewhere. Let's see, what verse is it? 25:8. Oh, it's the one right before it. Living among Him. Living among them. I think it's really... It's worth our time to revisit the fact that this is where God was going to be meeting with His people. He wanted to abide with them. And you know me, I'm just this word nerd. I wanted the definition for all of those words that was in shâkan, which means to settle down, to abide, to dwell, to tabernacle. Even though tabernacle is a place, it's also used as a verb in several places of context, because the Lord will say, I will tabernacle with them. I will dwell with them. That's also used as a verb. Interesting. Our language is really funny, isn't it? Our English language. But He wanted to take a permanent post here in this tabernacle. And since it was the dwelling of the Most High God, certainly it had to follow a certain pattern and a certain plan. And I was thinking about the whole plans for the ark, plans for the table, plans for the lampstand, plans for the tabernacle, plans for the courtyard, plans for the burnt offering, and then the clothing for the priest. And then when you even move in tomorrow's reading, it's talking about the plans for the incense altar. Well, you get the picture. God is a God of plans. He has been from the very beginning. He planned the world in perfect timing and perfect order. Think of the dimensions and the planning of the ark. He is a God of plans. And so I thought today it would be prudent of us to, and I'm not going to read all these verses because y'all know I don't do that. I put them here and I want you to read them and read them out loud. Have we talked about that? Oh, read God's word out loud. I've written books, and to have someone read a part back to me that I wrote, it's warming to my heart. Or to send me a piece back that they were blessed by and something that the Lord and I wrote in these books, I can only imagine how God would feel when we read his word back to him. But anyways, read these out loud. God has a plan. He plans everything. And he accomplishes his plans, and they will not be thwarted. That's so important for us. It's a takeaway today that I don't want us to miss. We now are the place where God tabernacles. Right? We are his abiding place. Let me flip back over here. We are the place where he resides. He dwells in us. We are the temple of God. And just as God had exact plans for this tent of meeting, this traveling church, this pack and unpack church that he dwelled in, he has a plan for your life, and he has a plan for my life. And that's one of the hardest things for us to figure out as a Christian, isn't it? What is God's plan for our life? Well, I can't answer specifically what God's plan is for your life. I had no idea that God's plan for my life would unfold into ministry. It's even funnier to me that it unfolded itself for me to write books, because I am a terrible speller. And I don't grammar well either. I really don't math well. I'm not sure exactly what I do well. I'm not knocking myself. Please, I wasn't insulting myself. Please know that. But it's interesting. I'm not 100% sharp at anything. But God takes what we offer and he uses it for his glory and our good. And our job is to find ourselves in the places where God wants us to work, wants us to be part of what's going on. I don't know what his plans are for your life, but I do know that they are to love the Lord your God with all of your heart, mind, soul, and strength, and to love your neighbor as yourself. I do know that that's God's perfect plan for every person. I do know that he wants us to present ourselves as a living sacrifice to him that is holy and pleasing to him. But specifically, I don't know. I don't even know tomorrow or in the near future what he wants me to do. I just put one step in front of the other, one day in front of the other, and say, all right, Lord, what are we doing today? And I may get a little glimpse of something and I write it down and I keep moving. I don't get stuck there. I don't try to figure it out. I don't try to answer the questions of what, when, where, how, any of those things. I tuck it and I move. And I know that God is laying out his plans. And it's just so much fun. So if you're in a holding place right now, and you're in that place where you're taking the instructions, like Moses is, don't get on information overload. And don't be underwhelmed, and that's not the correct word. But don't be anxious that you haven't gotten enough information. Just enjoy the journey. Take notes when he says something. When he gives instructions, obey them and keep moving forward. You are his dwelling place. He is perfecting you. He is making everything right in your life and in his tabernacle, his place of dwelling, his residence, his home. And when he asks you to give up something or to take on something, it's for your good and it's for his glory and it's for the shaping of the tabernacle that is you. Plans, plans, plans. Let God plan. His plans are perfect for you. He began a good work in you. He's faithful to complete it. When is all that going to happen? When is it? I have no idea. I just know that you cannot have any more excitement in your life than walking hand in hand in tandem with God and his word and discovering what he will unfold for you in your life. We'll see you next time on Read Through the Word.